It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
Welcome back from the Democratic National Committee to our very own Olympic athletes. It seems that hackers are working overtime to gain access to private information. So the big question is the million-dollar question. How do we keep our lives hack-free, and can we do it? Our tech expert, Tom Jelneck, with On Target Web Solution, is here to join us this morning. Tom, always good to see you this morning.
Always good to see you,
Appreciate
too.
you coming in. All right, so let's talk about this. We've seen, do these things surprise you when you see them come out?
Not one bit.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm seeing them more and more every single day. They're getting more malicious. They're getting more intentional, right? And so ruining the lives of people seems to be the status quo for these cyber thugs.
Common sense seems to be allowed. I mean, don't put anything in writing or anything on your server that you don't want someone else to see, because at the end of the day, maybe you can't protect that.
It is common sense, Ryan. And I think we all have this false sense of security that everything's safe. And I'm not trying to scare everybody, but anything's hackable. So if you're zinging your social security number to your doctor's office via an email, you're kind of asking for it. And I hate to say it that way, but that's the reality.
Because it's out there. What about passwords? What about general tips that you would give somebody on that?
So nobody likes me to say this, but I say change your password at least once a month.
Okay.
Right? And please don't use 1234 or your dog's name or your last name with a digit.
Right.
You've got to be really intentional about it. And the other tip with passwords is turn on two-step verification where you store your data. So that means you log in, it'll ping your phone with a text message. You type this number in, and now you have access. That keeps things locked down pretty well, too.
What about the cloud? We hear so much about that. Should you be storing things there?
So, storing family photos and stuff like that, that's certainly a good place for that. But storing your tax documents, storing your payroll, storing your anything with numbers and financial stuff, I say keep that on a hard drive at home and even encrypt it. So I don't encourage you to upload that stuff to the web.
I don't know about you, but I've been getting, and I'm very guarded about giving my number out, my cell phone number, but yet I've been getting more calls, and I don't know where they come from. And a lot of times they're trying to sell something. But what about people that kind of pray for information on you when you get that call?
So this is becoming more and more common. People are calling your cell, and they'll ask you goofy things like, Ryan, verify your last name for me.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is building a profile on you so that they can go potentially hack either your cell phone account or your social media accounts. So sometimes the offline stuff is far more dangerous than the online stuff. You got to be mindful and pay attention to that.
I don't know, I'm just so pessimistic in that situation. I won't give it to anyone. I want them to prove to me. Is that maybe the way people should approach this?
Yeah, and your bank's not going to call your cell phone and ask you data. And they're not going to email you either. So just stay on guard. Don't give stuff away if you don't know who's calling you. Just protect yourself.
So after all that, how can people reach you?
So ontargetwebsolutions.com.
Great stuff. It's just something that changes all the time, and I know you see it change all the time.
Yeah, and you just got to stay on top of it and be smart.
All right, Tom, good stuff. Appreciate that, and it's something that we all have to think about for sure.